Hey, YouTube, it's Courtney. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've made a video. I actually have a list of things to talk to you about today. The first thing I want to talk to you about, for those of you who don't know, I want to introduce my pregnancy. Yes, I am 15. Yes, I made a mistake. Yes, because of that mistake, I am dealing with the consequences of it. So yeah, I'm about 4 months, 4.5 months pregnant. I haven't found out what I'm having yet, but I should be finding out on Monday. I'm gonna ask if it's too early. So yeah, that's my first thing, is to introduce pregnancy. Next thing is to talk about symptoms and what's been going on, etc. When I took my pregnancy test, I didn't suspect that I was pregnant. I mean, I suspected I was pregnant, but I wasn't, I didn't have frequent urination. I wasn't vomiting. I wasn't getting nauseous. I just had that gut feeling that there's something really wrong this time. So it was only 3 or 4 days until I was supposed to get my period. So I went and I bought a pregnancy test and I took it and it came out positive. The first thing I thought was, how am I going to tell my mom? I was only 2 or 3 weeks pregnant when I took the test, and I was about a month pregnant when I finally told my mom. Which is bad. I do not recommend young teens to do that, because you really do need to go to your doctors and get prenatal vitamins and get medicine and your blood work and everything you need to be done to stay healthy and continue a healthy pregnancy, unless you're going to terminate the pregnancy. There was a lot of talk about what I was going to do with the baby, like if I was going to terminate the pregnancy, which wasn't an option for me, but whether a lot of my family wanted me to terminate the pregnancy, but I didn't want to. I didn't feel comfortable doing that. But I thought a lot about adoption and open adoption. So the baby knew that I was its mom and why I couldn't keep it, and I would still be able to get pictures and, spend time with it while it was little. But I thought about it, and having a baby and taking care of a baby is a new life experience that every person or every mom that I know enjoys and loves. Yes, teenage pregnancy is really hard, especially when you're 15 and you're not old enough to get a job and you're depending on everybody else to help you out. It's really hard. But when I see my child, when I close my eyes and I imagine seeing my child look at me and smile and call me mommy, and when it first learns how to walk and it walks to me, those are the most rewarding times of motherhood, is what made me decide that I wanted to keep my baby. My next thing is to judgments on teenage pregnancy. That's a big one. There are a lot of Facebook statuses and Google and all this other bullshit all over the internet that, teenage pregnancy is horrible, blah, 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 blah. Teenagers who get pregnant are whores and sluts. And honestly, me as a teen mom, a pregnant teenager, I used to think those things before I got pregnant, and now that I made the mistake and I got pregnant, it's not what everybody makes it seem to be, oh, it's such a horrible thing, blah, 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 blah. It's really not. People make mistakes. People make genuine mistakes. My friend, who is about 9 weeks pregnant now, was on birth control and using condoms, and she still got pregnant. The only way to make sure that you don't get pregnant is not having sex, abstinence, not having sex at all. In my case, I wasn't using any protection. I didn't have a condom on, or my boyfriend didn't have a condom on, and I didn't have any type of birth control. We just were too caught up in the heat of the moment and didn't think twice about it. And because of that one mistake, we are dealing with the consequences for the rest of our lives. What most teens are thinking when they get pregnant is what I said. Oh my God, how am I going to tell my parents? How are my parents going to react? How am I going to take care of this baby? How am I going to survive? You know, stuff like that. Most teens do not get pregnant on purpose. Most teens. I mean, there's a girl in my school whose boyfriend said that he wanted to have a baby. She said okay and fucking spread her legs. Excuse my language. Doctor's appointments are really important to go to. My doc, I still haven't met my doctor. All I see are nurses, but they give you the medicines and stuff that you need to do stuff to keep yourself healthy. Ultrasounds are really cool to get. They show the baby inside of you, and it tells you how far along you are. You can possibly see what you're having and stuff like that. Gender tests, again, an ultrasound. I know there's something at Rite Aid down the street that you can pee on, and it tells you whether you're having a boy or girl. I don't know how accurate those are. I know one girl who took one and said she was having a girl and she had a girl, so I don't know. I honestly don't know how they work or how accurate they are. Baby items. I love looking at baby stuff, and at first I wanted a boy because I was raised with boys. Like, my sisters live with my father, and I didn't see my father at all, so clearly I didn't see any of my sisters. So I grew up with 6 boys. I grew up with like 6 or 7 boys, and my dog needs to go outside. But, yeah, so at first I wanted a boy because I was just so used to it, but then I thought about all the cute dresses and homecoming and prom, and, you know, like, I want to be there for my daughter and dress her up and be cute, you know. So I think I want a girl, and me and all my girlfriends would have so much fun having a little baby girl tag along with us. But I also wanted to introduce that NCCS talent show. Let me pull it up. This is the last thing I have for you guys. Hang on. If you guys are in the Dunkirk area, this is for Dunkirk area. It's Friday, June 22nd this month. It's the SEASCYO talent show. The St. Elizabeth Ann Seton CYO is hosting its annual talent show. It is a benefit for a good cause. This year it is for a woman and children's hospital in Buffalo, and Karina Alvarado Salgado, a 10-year-old girl who needs to travel to New York from Puerto Rico to receive medical treatment for an enlarged heart and lung resulting from a car accident. There will be a silent themed basket auction, 50-50 raffle, and a bake sale. Zeus, I'm talking. Sorry. The cost is $3 for 18 and under, $5 for 18 and over. Children under 2 are free. We have like 28 to like 30 contestants. There's a 20-minute intermission. It's going to be a really fun time, though, so people who are in the Dunkirk area should definitely keep Friday, June 22nd open and go to that. It'll be really fun. I'm in it. I'm singing. But, that's all. Just, a little 9-minute video updating you on what's been going on. Stay tuned for more pregnancy vlogs. I guess I'll show you my belly really quick. I'm actually really, I feel like I'm a lot bigger than what I should be, but everything's perfectly healthy, everything's going perfectly fine, no bloating. I mean, I didn't eat a lot today, there's no bloating, so that's my belly. Thanks for watching, stay tuned.